Namaskaram. In this video, we are moving to the Anupallavi of the Kirtane Vathapi Ganapathim Bhaje. We are going to have more improvisations, more practice, more exercises, more ideas for how do you build your sangathis. If any of you have missed out on part 1 where I have exhaustively explained how improvisations are made on the Sahithyam of or a line taken from the Sahithyam of a Kirtane in the very first line of the Pallavi. So if any of you have missed that, please go and check out the part 1. So here we are going to also have Madhyamakala Sahityam, which is the stamp of Muthuswami Dikshita. When you see a Samashti Charanam or a Madhyamakala Sahityam as it is called, you know that the Kirtana has been composed by Muthuswami Dikshita. This is a very exciting section of the Kirtane where you will see the flavor, the energy that the Samashti Charanam gives out. Let's go and check it out. So the Sahithyam goes like this. Bhuta disam sevita charanam bhuta bhautika prapancha bharanam Vitaraginam Vinudayoginam Vishwakaranam Vignavaranam. Again, for the meaning, you can go to the description section, keep it open as you are learning the Anupallavi. And one more thing I want you all to notice is the notation that is coming on the screen. Again, when you are making improvisations, I have to emphasize, just go bracket out how many matras are assigned to each one of these words and stick to those number of matras when you are doing your improvisations. So that is a rule that you must follow in order to not to falter with the talam, because it is all set to the tightly set to the 32 matras of the Adi talam. So let's go and check the first line out. Bhuta disam sevita charanam. The Bhuta Ganas worship him. The Shiva Ganas, they are called, they worship him. Bhuta Bhautika Prapancha Varanam. This world, this universe is filled with the Pancha Bhutas, elements of the Pancha Bhutas. And Lord Ganesha pervades this universe. So the meaning is very important for us to be able to express it. We need to express. Here we are not expressing words alone. We are expressing the feel that the Sahithyam is giving. So it's very important to go and get the meaning of the wordings, because Carnatic music is set to different languages. All of us need not be pundits of each one of this language. We just need to go. It is all out there. The digital world has brought in all its advantages of giving us these meanings. So just go check it out, and you'll be able to express. The gamakans are better expressed this way. So Bhuta Desam. Already you see Bhuta Di. Bhuta, the 12 matras where the akaram is flowing in the bhu. So Gapa Gari, the pa getting the akaram, it goes silent. So you strike the ga, slightly shake the ga and go to pa silently, giving a little bit of pressure to ga. You say ga di sa di sa. The sum comes on the shadjamam. You can go to the second string shadjamam, or you can keep it in the first string also. That's also fine. Sevita Sari Sani Sa. Say again an akaram coming on the rishabam. So one strikes from sa to re. Re remains silent. Sani, one strike again. Ni going silent, back to sa. Sevita, 8 matras. Sari ga pa, re going silent. Strike the other note. So this, something that you will have to follow is wherever you have syllables, words, emphasis is very important. If you don't emphasize the word, the Sahithyam is lost. The flow of the song is also lost with that. Flow of the raga, song, everything collapses So try to emphasize wherever necessary. So in the pretext of wanting to do a lot of gamakas, do not lose out the essence of bringing out these syllables out, of the Sahithyam out. They have to be clear, loud and clear out there. The next sangathi we can do Boo. Since we are stretching the akaram of boo through two notes, pa and ni. Pa silent, ni silent. So you have two syllables. Ta and di will have to be emphasized with an akaram in ga. So keep the ga silent. Some we are not changing. It remains constant in Shajama. Se, vita, sari, gari, sa, ni, sa. So we have those 8 notes. We are going to, instead of saying sari, sa, ni, sa. This is improvisation for you. You are within the scope of the raga. You are within the scope of the tala. Just that you are trying to fill out all the matras that are available for you. Sari, gari in one strike with the ga pushed in. Re, Rishabham itself. How do you do that? Sa, re, go flat to re. Ga, you push it behind and come back to re flat. Sa, ni, sa remains the same. Remains the same. What did I do here? Pagani pasani pagaresa. The same sangathi I have done for Vathapi in the Pallavi also. You can use that, the technique of rolling the notes. Paga pushed in ga, ga pushed in pa, sa, ni pushed in ni. So paga is coming from Rishabham. So mixing of these frequencies are the most important thing that you will have to do on the Veena. The string instrument offers the scope of mixing various frequencies and bringing out the vocal nature of a kirtane. So this is one of the techniques that one must master. Which note will be the correct note to roll in? From re, if you push into ga for the paga, if ga is pushing into pa to get the ni pa. All the paga, ni pa, sa, ni in one strike. See that your strike on re is strong enough to push you through, and don't stop in between. If you stop in between, the string that is vibrating will fall off and you won't get your sound. So many a time this complaint is coming that so many notes, I'm not able to carry it through. You're not carrying it through because of 2 mistakes. The note that you're striking is not strong enough. That's the first one. The second one is in between if you're stopping. If you stop, the wave that the string is creating by vibrating just falls down. And naturally sound is not going to be there. Sound is dead. So these 2 things you have to remember when you are going to do 6, 8, 10 notes or 10 or more than that in one strike. So pa, ga, in ga, ni, pa, in pa, sa, ni, in ni. Pa, ta, de, sa. Then gari, gari, sa, ni, sa. Instead of taking sari, gari, sa, ni, sa, last time you said you're going to make it gari, gari. Same 4 notes filled, but again pushing from sa into re to get the gari, gari. Every time you need a ga in re, you push the string a little bit behind, you're going to get the frequency of ga. Sa, ni, sa remains the same. So I'll play these 3 variations of Bhutadisam that I told you just now. Others also, but somewhere we also need to give space for Sahithyam to be static. Every bit of the Sahithyam need not be rolled, pushed, all the matras filled. You don't need it. Sometimes the Sahithyam should be left static as it is. So this was your first line. We go to the second line. Bhuta bhautika prapancha varanam. But once again, watch the number of matras assigned to each one of these words, and while improvising, keep that in mind and go according to the matras that are given to you. Nothing, you are not going to exceed or decrease it. Pa, ni, sa, pa one strike, ni silent, sa one strike. No mixing of frequencies, no rolling inside the notes. It's all in its own stan. Every one of them are moving in its place. Sa, re, sa, re goes silent. Bhuta bhauti, sa, ni, pa, ka. Prapancha, a key word, prapancha, the universe. So you are going to give a little more emphasis for the notes. When I say emphasis, I am talking of strength in your notes, for which you tighten your fingers. If you are not aware of hand dynamics so far, please do go and watch my video on hand dynamics. I will also try to put it in the description section. It is a very important part of playing a string instrument, is to be able to move the small muscles of your hands. So when you come to that ga, you bring these three fingers together, give it a little bit of a punch. Sani, gari, sa. Sani you push into ni, gari you push it to re and sa. Again. We can do one more improvisation to this. Bhuta bhautika prapancha varanam. Panisa nisa gari gari. Bhuta, as it was in the previous improvisation you did. Nisa gari gari bhauti. So nisa gari in one strike, gari, ga pushed in re. Ga, when you're going to push the ga into re, push the string a little bit behind and then fall back to the flat re. And then again one more. Ti bo bo ti. Ka sa ni pa. Ni silent, ni and as well as pa silent. So the ka akaram is going through two notes. Sa you strike, ni and pa go silent. They are all in their own places. None of them are pushed into other notes, so you don't have to worry about your finger going anywhere else. Prapancha varanam. We are arranging the matras in such a way that we do the prapancha varanam. 8 matras for prapancha. We stick to that. But instead we are going to do prapancha. It is such a huge thing. So that how do you show? By pushing it into the tarasthayi and coming. First time you did, you gave an emphasis, prapancha. Now you're saying prapancha. This is manodharma. This is creative music for you. How you are going to visualize your Sahithyam. How each one of those words impact you. It should also be a relevant word. Any word you can't take and emphasize it. It's a relevant word. Here you're saying he is pervading all through the universe, such a big thing, such a big concept. So, Sabaranam, we keep it the same. So this second sangathi will go. I think this number of improvisations are good enough for the Anupallavi. If you have done 8, 9 sangathis in the Pallavi first line, so when you come to the Anupallavi, the focus can be more on the Samashti Charanam, the one which we are going to play just now. So maybe 2-3 improvisations for each of these lines of Anupallavi should be fair enough. So we go to the Madhyamakala Sahityam or Samashti Charanam. The feature of this particular avartanam, it goes through one full tala avartanam, is that it's packed with Sahithyam, lyrics. When you are going Bhuta Bhautika Prapancha Bharanam, there is a lot of flow to what you have just been singing. Suddenly you are going to be energized with so much of lyrics bombarded into that one avartanam. Vetaraginam Vinutayoginam Vishwakaranam Vignavaranam. Now this is almost like you are going to strike each one of these notes, and what you are going to get is a flow of notes. It is almost like a chittaswaram, and packed with energy. So a sudden energy boost is coming out here. How are you going to handle this? Vitaraginam Vinutayoginam Paganipa Sani Sasani Risa. You're striking all the notes. Vitaraginam. All of these notes are going to be in their place. Just that the loosening and strengthening of the notes will have to keep happening with your fingers. Finger dynamics is hand dynamics. Finger dynamics are very, very important in such places, because you can't press the string the same way through the entire avartanam. Here and there, depending on the kind of energy the Sahithyam is giving out, you have to loosen your fingers, strengthen your finger, loosen, make your strike a little more gentle, make it a little more strong. That comes with experience, practice, listening. So keep doing all of this, all of these dimensions. Carnatic music involves a number of dimensions of thinking at the same time in order to just bring one line out, one word out. So if you focus on these dimensions, if your focusing and patience are strong enough, this is all child's play. Strike, ga, pa, ga, all 3 notes. Again, ni, pa, going to ni itself. You don't have to take the ni in pa. If the knee doesn't fall in place, then it will sound awkward, especially because you're going very fast also. Vitaraginam Vinutayoginam Sani sa sani risa. Push the sani in ni. Sa sani. Sa sa you strike, and again ni silent. Sani, both you're going to strike. The sani that you're pushing inside ni, you're going to strike both the notes. Then sa sani, one ni silent, the sa sa struck. Re sa, re sa, re going to re itself, and sa plucked in sa. Here I would like you to stop. There are 4 more beats in the Adi Talam to go for the second half. Vishwakaranam Vignavaranam. You don't play that now. At this point in time, I would like to say, suppose you're going to use these sound variations that the instrument is going to offer. Instrument offers some kinds of unique sounds that we need to utilize. Places like these are the right spots where you can do those kinds of sounds. Showcase the versatile nature of the instrument. Showcase the beauty that this instrument is all about. So this is the right place to do that. It is like you're going to ring the temple bells. See, suppose you are in a temple and saying Vitaraginam Vinutayo. There is so much bhakti around this entire singing, the song itself. Now you are in a state of energized, you are in a very energized state. Suppose you say Vitaraginam Vinutayoginam. You are going to ring the bell. How are you going to ring the bell on the instrument? Sa 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 sa. One same tone bell. Says a bell with one single bell say which has the same frequency, you're ringing. Sa 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 sa, same note. Four times for each beat. Sa 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 sa. How do you play it in such a way that it will sound like you're ringing the temple bell? I'm just bringing a sound variation. But why I'm suggesting the temple bells here is because this song is like set. It's like you imagine it is in the setting of a temple. Naturally, in a temple, you're going to have bells being rung by people who are walking in and out, right? So, just a visualization. Music is about bringing in visualization along with your notations, along with your listening, everything, all kinds of learning methods have to be brought here. So, I've slowed it down compared to the speed I played the Vitaraginam. What exactly did I do to get this kind of a sound expression? I played the Tarasthai Sa. I said 4 Sas per beat, right? So I'm only taking that one beat, that 4 Sas. How do you play? Sa, Tarasthai Sa, Madhyasthai, the first string of the Thala, 3 set of Thala strings, the first one. Then tap the full Thala string and then go back again and strike the Tarasthai Sa. So, Sa, 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 Sa. 4 times. Do this maneuvering. Look at the different frequencies that we have brought into those 4 Sas. Just listen to this. This is not a Kalpanaswaram. This is not, we are not bringing any Manodharma aspect of Carnatic music into this at all. We are just there bringing out the sound variations that the instrument is offering. Once more, we can try something else. You can immediately take your index finger to the Shadjama of the 3rd string. Keep your middle finger on the Shadjama of the 1st string. These are all Tarasthai Shadjamas. Do the same kind of maneuvering, but now you're going to hear a 3rd string tone also. Sa of the 3rd string, Sa of the 1st string, all Tarasthai, and then the 1st string Talam, and then the full Talam. So, the whole thing goes. Gauge strings giving out different frequencies. You just need to practice and put it together. So, immediately. That gives a different kind of a flavor. Imagine 3-4 bells of different frequencies are there and they're all strung or ringing together. How will it sound? So this is the kind of energy that you can give at this particular point for those 4 beats that we are stopping at. Vishwakaranam Sani Pani Gapa. Pa to Sa, Sa to Ni connect. Then Pani Gapa. Pa strike, knee strike, and then from knee to ga, pa. Keep the pa silent. Pa, ni, ga, pa. The last pa silent. Veena, the gari can be taken on the first string, Rishabham itself. Strike all the ga, ri and sa. Gari on ri, or take the gari to the second string if you want to get a different tonal effect. So now I'll repeat the entire Anupallavi for you, so that you observe the slow moving Sahithyam versus the energized Samashti Charanam, how they both gel together, and how after this you go back to your Pallavi first line, take out an improvisation from the Pallavi which is also energized, because you're going at such an energy, you should not stop with a very slow moving Pallavi rendition. So you should also catch a really energized improvisation from the Pallavi and then slowly finish it off, taper it off with a little bit of alapana. Just see how it pans out. Again, I'm repeating this. Here you slow down. You have taken the first line, Vathapi Ganapathim Bhaje. You've taken that improvisation, and then you're going to just taper it down with a small improvisation of alapana. Sani gari sa At this point, you have to wait for the entire talam to finish and then go to the charanam. Pura kumbasambhava munivara. So that, ends. How do you nicely fix the knot in terms of the ragam, in terms of the Sahithyam? You're running at a breakneck speed with the Samashti Charanam. How do you just slow it down and then bring it to a halt in a nice way that the listener or you yourself don't feel that there has been an abrupt ending. So end it very neatly, tie it down, then go to the next section of playing, which will be the Charanam. I hope you enjoyed this video, enjoyed how the sounds of Veena can be created to maximize the beauty, the output of the musical expressions. Do write in my comment section again if you have any doubts in terms of how these improvisations, the sangathis are made, and how the Samashti Charanam has to be handled. It is all now creative aspect. I myself, when I play a Sahithyam once, when I'm repeating, I may not get the exact same notations there. A gari might become a risa, or a nisa can become a pasa. So these small changes keeps happening. Your brain needs to keep working in that fashion. Once again, for novices to improvisation, people who are new to this kind of playing, go and watch my Varnam series where I have explained in detail how musical phrases and musical notes will have to be learned from Varnams. Picking up the idea of musical phrasing happens in the Varnam stage itself. You get more ideas, more creative ideas. And one more thing, very important thing for all of you students who are at the advanced level, you need 50% of your learning, your music is in listening. Go and listen to all those great Vagekara, the vocalists, the instrumentalists who have played all these songs. Listen to them, listening frequently to others doing this music, this kirtana will get you, 10 steps up, because you get ideas from the fantastic ways they have looked at these improvisations. So 50% of your learning at this point in time, at this stage where you are, is coming from listening to others. And again, I'm telling you the advantages of digitization. You have so much content out there, make use of it. If you're a serious music learner, you have to think in all of these dimensions and see to it that your musical knowledge improves. With each one of these points are important. Listening is important, as well as your playing is important, your interaction with your instrument is important. Understanding the concepts is important. At Watch and Play series, my idea has been only to give concepts. I'm not here to spoon feed or tell you every thing that you have to do, because creative music at the end of the day comes from within you. But when it comes from within you, it should be within the framework of certain rules that music follows. So that is what I'm trying to showcase here. Please go ahead and look at all of these together. Now the hand dynamics video, the video on Varnam in perspective, all of them are so interconnected. I will try to, as much as possible, give these links in the description section. Make use of all of this and become the great musician that you've always tried to become. Thank you. I will see you in the part 3 of the video, where I will be showing the charanam and other interesting things that you can do with the charanam. Thank you.